Good morning, everyone, and welcome back. I want to answer a question to someone who wrote into me a few weeks ago. This gentleman has a terminal illness, and he lost his wife several years ago, and he wants to know if he can ask God to allow her to be the one who will greet him on the other side when he passes. And I have to say that, I never experienced physical death myself, as far as I remember. Um, but I'm told by spirit that we can call on our loved ones, mention their names. They're always a thought or whisper away. So I have to answer this question the way I believe it to be answered, which would be yes. If there's someone in spirit who we lost and we love very much and we want very much for them to come to us to greet us on the other side when it's our time, I absolutely believe that they will. And I think it's just like I always say, if there's a love or blood connection, their energy pulls in around us whenever we need them to. Very often when parents come here and they say, sometimes I sense my daughter around me, or I sense my son around me, or a spouse will say, I could feel my wife laying next to me in the bed. And I say to them, and I believe that's so. I believe you do see them, sense them, hear them, feel them, whatever your gifts and abilities are. I've shared before, there's 5 ways to connect with spirit, and that's clairvoyance to see, clairaudient to hear, clairsentient, which is the feeling, that's the gut feelings that we get, the claircognizant, which is the all-knowing, where we just seem to know things. We just know this thing is going to happen, or this person is going to call. We just know things. And clairgusance, which is taste and smell. So depending on what your own gifts and abilities are from God, certainly you'll be able to connect with your loved ones using those gifts, which whatever they may be. So I have to say yes. If you set the intention, again, everything in the metaphysical is by intention. What is intention? Intention is faith. So if you are in this place where you feel you're close to death, or even if you're not close to death and you just want to make sure that, you want this loved one in spirit who you've lost in death, you want them to be the one to come for you when it's your time, I certainly believe that they will. And I have been present for many, many passings in my lifetime. And I always will see them looking someplace else, or there'll be people all around them, and they'll be looking in an area where there is no one standing, and they'll be fixated on that one location, or looking above them. So I know that they see spirit before they pass, and I'm sure that it will always be someone who were near and dear to our hearts, someone that we love very much and have lost, and certainly they will be the ones to extend their hand and greet us on the other side. So yes, I have to say, I very much believe that, if we set the intention and we specifically want someone to greet us on the other side, they will definitely be our greeter on the other side. Okay, so I hope that gives you some peace. You will certainly remain in my thoughts and prayers going through this process. And it was a very long letter that you wrote to me. Um, this gentleman wrote to me, and it was a beautiful letter. And he has no fear of death because he's a very faith-filled individual, and I'm happy for him for that. And I'm sure your passing will be one that is filled with many loved ones returning to you and greeting you on the other side. So as always, I leave you in God's love and light.